Let's take a minute to talk about high use items. We see on a high volume use all day long. Probably at the top of the list would be in the nose steering area. The steering horn is one of the most commonly ordered items from the early pre-69 style that's offered to the late 69 to current model production. They're all the same. We also have the upgraded with the body that has had a bushing installed to the body, heat treated, T-shaft installed. Both the early and the late styles are all shimmed to the spec that the factory wants, ready to install. I always encourage shops and owners alike to order all the associated installation hardware that goes along with the steering horn. You have a male and a female rod end that are married to each other, and the attached hardware to put it into the top of the nose truss. Make sure that it stays lubed. That's the one mistake we see all the time. It's an ugly area. It's way up in the nose gear that's oily from the engine that drips a little bit. People don't want to get up in there. Wipe it off, get up in there and grease it. Probably the second most often parts ordered are clear at the other end of the aircraft, back in the tail. The little short trim link, or saddle as we call it. There's a long version, a short version. They both use the same bolts, fore and aft, and there's a bushing back there. As you go from the front of the airplane to the rear of the airplane, there's your high use items.
What did you call the trim? What name did you call that?
The parts book calls it a link.
Trim link, is it?
Yes. Goes from the jack screw to the empennage. It's got a pretty good load on it, moving that tail, especially in flight. Next in commonly ordered parts are in the landing gear area. Bushings, rod end bearings, the shock discs, as well as the shock links. That's the part that the shock discs stack on, both on the nose and the main, as well as all the attached hardware there.